Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Yalek, and this has just been a banner day for me. I did one of these videos earlier this morning using a bullet and letting a grappler basically work against its own base. And I haven't used that trick in months and months. Months and months. I did a video on it a while back, and you can go back and look how, if you really want to dig deep, it's called the Bullitt Grappler trick. It's a really lame name for what I'm about to show you. I haven't come up with a better name for it. So it has been that long since I've had the ability to use this trick on somebody, and lo and behold, I now get a second opportunity in the same day to use this trick on somebody. So essence of this trick is a grappler has been placed next to two of the towers, or more. It can be more. I've seen 3 at a time. At least 2 of the towers that your troops don't like. In this case, I'm unboosted with RCZM, and so that means I don't like ranged towers, which are all clustered through here. So this grappler, if I get bullet taken just right, will allow me to sit in the blind spot of this rocket launcher and this shock launcher at the same time. Crucial that you don't let Bullet get shocked, because he needs to be able to continue taunting to stay alive as long as possible. And the benefit of this trick is that it frees up your shocks to do other things, because shocks get progressively expensive, whereas taunt is fairly cheap. I think I get off 4 or 5 rounds of it on this hit. And yeah, so problems here, I used up. Problems here are this other rocket launcher, so we're going to BART that out. And I BARTed these 2 towers out as well, just because didn't want to worry about having 2 shock down here. But at need, it could have been just this rocket launcher and this shock launcher. So I ended up, as I unloaded my troops going up to this base, I think I had about 40 GBE, give or take. He did give me some free GBE too. Another mistake there. Don't touch your towers together and allow me to see that the machine gun. Machine guns have very low health, so that dies pretty quickly. And so I get that extra 3 GBE just cause. So that actually helped here. I probably would have been down closer to 30 GBE, but he gave me a couple extra towers. So here we go with the drop on Bullet. And you'll see him come into range in a second. And as soon as he lands, I'm taunting. And if you look where he is, he ends up just being in a spot where he can taunt both of these 2 buildings together. And I'm keeping an eye on that and sort of counting it off in my head. And just sort of like letting my troops work. Really nothing easier. It's I feel like, I mean, obviously this is RCZM, so in this case, as I said, I don't like rockets and shock launchers, but I feel like this would work with other troop types as well. I was thinking of an example with grenadiers or something. It would just be different types of towers. For the Grens, it might be a few boom cannons right around a grappler, which you would probably see fairly often. I've just never put much thought into it. Oh yeah, we have this Crystal Critter's temporary gunboat ability, second worst of all the temporary gunboat abilities. And so now Bullet has died, which he was expected to do. He was sitting next to a flamethrower, so that was actually the biggest problem in all of this setup. Was there's a flamethrower right here, and the flamethrower kills him faster than just about anything. So if that had not been there, he would have survived much longer. So he's dead, and now we're going to flare over. He still has 2 shields up, so we're going to try to get to work over to this one and at least remove that. So, and we'll ignore the other one and just shoot through it, because tell you what, there are a lot of troops there, right? Yeah. And Crystal Critters, which, other than the explosive drones, which are virtually useless, the Crystal Critters are, I mean, they serve a purpose, but they're nothing to write home about. So back here, have thrown a med kit trying to help my rifles survive that machine gun. And here we got up enough GBE for a shock, and so we're going to flare over to this other machine gun, kill that, and retreat. Not retreat, just get away from the flamethrower and mortar here in particular. And go get the shield, and then come back for the HQ. So that is the essence of this trick. I think you could use it with other troops. I've never really tried it out because it doesn't come up for me very often. But when it does, it is tremendously fun to do that. When I first learned about the Houdini teleportation trick in Ops with Sparky, my mind was blown. So since that day, I have always had a special love for grapplers, because I don't think there's any other defensive tower that you come up against that you can use in that way and turn it as basically self-sabotage. This guy placing his towers that way. You can't do that with any other building, can you? Am I missing something? So, yeah. Cool hit. Lots of fun. Second time today. And it's always great when that works out. So, if you like the video, blah blah blah, thumbs up. Please go out and look for the opportunity to use this, because it is a great trick. Anyway, I am out. I gotta go to bed, so I'll catch you later.